Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew here from Protestant Way, and today I kind of wanted to talk about what you see on the screen. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we'll see whenever we get that far. Basically, it's learn cosmology from the Bible, and basically what it is, it's a thing where it's kind of like lists all the contradictions in the Bible that aren't really there. They just take things out of context and, just try to falsify the Bible. And without further ado, let's get started with this topic, shall we? As you can see, it kind of states that the earth is flat, and the verses they quote are Isaiah 24:1 and Matthew 4:8. And another thing they say, the earth does not move. They quote 1 Chronicles 16:30. And another thing they try to say, the Bible says, that the earth rests on pillars. 2 Samuel 2:8. The sun goes around the earth, Joshua 10:13. And the stars are set in a dome over the earth. Now, let's begin the debunking thing. First off, I'm going to be reading this from what I said on thing. So basically, I already have research done. So you'll see right here. Now, Isaiah. Now, on the first thing about the earth being flat. That's what it was. Is Isaiah 24:1, and that says, "See, the Lord is going to lay waste to the earth and devastate it. He will ruin its face and scatter its inhabitants." That says nothing about the earth being flat. And Matthew 4:8 again. The devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. Once again, that shows nothing about the world being flat. It was an analogy, or a metaphor rather, because he was showing him the world, and Satan was tempting Jesus by saying, all of this, the entire world can be yours. But keep in mind, they couldn't actually see everything on the earth. That would be ridiculous. Yeah. It doesn't say they saw everything on the earth either. Now, I couldn't find that one verse about the earth standing still for some reason. 1 Chronicles. But we're gonna look it up right now. Okay, so 16:30 says, "Fear before him all the earth, the world also shall be stable." See, I can understand why they thought. I think this one is saying that the earth is stable, like shall not be moved. I think, and what I believe that this verse is saying, is that it's in God's control, and nothing that happens to it will be outside of God's control. Therefore, the movement essentially is that the devil is trying to take over it. If that makes sense. I know that kind of like, that's just the first thing that kind of pops into my mind about this verse. So, anyways, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one, which is about the pillars. Yeah, the pillars. The next one that says about the pillars. Obviously, the world doesn't rest on 4 pillars, and anytime you see that, or the 4 corners in the Bible, it is basically saying the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Therefore, there's no pillars, because the pillars, if you look on a compass, they're like north, south, north, south, east, and west. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next one. And then the last one was about how the sun doesn't move. Or no, how the earth does. Okay, yeah, it was about how the sun goes around the earth. So, Joshua 10:13 for that one. And now, let's see. Joshua 10:13. Joshua 10:13 says, "So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, till the nation avenged itself on his enemies. As it is written in the book of Joshua, the sun stopped in the middle of the sky, delayed going down about a full day." I believe, if I remember the story correctly, this was about a war going on, and the enemies would have invaded at night or something along those lines. So God stopped the Earth's rotation, causing the sun and the moon to stop moving a full day, just so they could avenge them until the nation avenged itself. Pretty much. That's basically what I take away from that. And the last one, saying about the where is it? Saying stars are lights in the dome over the earth. Now, this one is kind of tricky. It does say, it says firmament, but if you have to look at the Hebrew and the original Hebrew text. Firmament means sky, heavens, and etc. Or orb, or other stuff like that. Nothing about a dome. And the argument, he said he insulted me, and then he went along his way. Basically, that's kind of it, I guess. I don't know how I did explain that again, but, well, I guess we'll just see how that works.